Bed. Love.
Bed.
Bed.
Love.
Beyond.
Beyond.
Bed. Love. Beyond. Bed. Love. Beyond.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Bed Love Beyond, the podcast for the hopeful and the hater in us to discuss sex, love, and whatever's clever with like-minded people like you who are also in limbo with love.
Like us.
Thank you for listening to us on Podbean, iTunes, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and
Google Play Music.
And please rate, review, like, and subscribe to any of the devices that you listen to. I'm Martini.
I am still Jen.
And episode 57 is Work-Life Balance. Can we find time for love when we're always busy? And we have a special guest today, returning for the third time, is my brother Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Am I still special even after the third time?
Yes.
Oh.
What's going on, man?
Nah.
3-beat.
Yes, 3 feet. Yep. So work-life balance is pretty much a concept including proper prioritizing between work, which is career and ambition, and lifestyle, which is health, pleasure, leisure, family, and spiritual development / meditation. So, yeah, pretty much how do we find a balance towards that? Because everybody's so busy all the time. It's hard to try to gain a career, but also trying to cultivate a relationship. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Any daily dish or anything like that? Or
Relationships are hard.
What's going on? What am I missing?
Stay single. No. I don't know. No.
Aren't you currently in a relationship?
Yeah, I love my boyfriend. He's amazing. It's hard. It's just really hard. It's hard. Communication, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, like, is key. And, like, I like, say things like, I feel blah, 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 blah. And then he takes them kind of personal. Like, I'm, like, yelling at him about something, but I don't, like, nag him. Like, I'm pissed off because you're a dick face. And I'm like that. Like, I'm just like, I feel like blah, 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 blah. And then he's just like, oh. I'm like, okay. And it's partially just because he's, like, tired because, like, of work, you know? Like, his schedule kind of changed and he's really tired. And I feel bad, but, like, you know, I get all the fun stuff of the relationship. You know, we got through that already. We did all the honeymoon period stuff. But, like, now it's kind of, like, real deal stuff. And you got to communicate to sustain a relationship. And, you know, everyone's got to be happy. And I just don't know.
Yo, it sounds like you're contemplating leaving or something.
Nah. I don't give up.
Like you sat down and had an epiphany, a moment of clarity. Like,
No, I don't give up, especially not for stupid shit. Like, you know,
you're better than me.
he's not. Like, it's kind of, that's the thing. And that's kind of like where his head is. Like, he'll say to me, like, oh, like, I feel like we fight a lot. I'm like, we don't fight. Like, this is not a fight. I've fought before. I've thrown these little tables before. Like, that's not fighting. Like, fighting is like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like, that's not fighting. Two people are never going to agree on everything. Not ever. Not ever, ever, ever. If somebody agrees with everything you say, she's fucking somebody else. Trust me. I'm not kidding. Seriously, that's what it is. Like, if she's like, okay, okay, she's like, do what you want, because when you leave, I'm going to go call up blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. So you sit there and be like, oh, I didn't fight with my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, because she was fucking somebody. So congratulations. You don't spend that much time with someone and not have a disagreement with them or not feel a certain way. Nobody's perfect all the time. I don't expect him to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let him know when I feel like he's slipping. And he's not doing anything bad. He's not like a bad boyfriend. He's not like disrespectful or cheating or anything like that. He's just not holding up his end of the bargain some days, you know? So I let him know. I would want him to let me know the same. I would just want to know. Randy is like,
Nah, it's not
time
that.
to go.
No, not at all. Because it's funny because I was actually arguing with my girlfriend on the way out here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's been for like 2 days. Not arguing like we cursing back and forth.
Right.
We're arguing. One of them passive aggressive arguments. We just don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been about like with like ours is fairly new. I think like 5 months. So,
Mhm.
and like you said, we passed the honeymoon stage, and when you tell like, well, for me, I know like when I tell like, yo, I'm really not feeling this.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm being scolded for feeling like, well, I don't know why you don't feel like that way. Like other than her saying, all right, my bad, I'll try to work on it as well. Either one, I told you I'm like this, deal with it, or two, nah, you took what I said wrong. You shouldn't feel like that.
Well, if she says you took what I said wrong, you shouldn't feel like that. Like, you have to understand half of that statement. Maybe you did take what she said wrong, but you have the right to feel however you feel.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like when I tell her how I feel, I gotta.
Unless you're feeling like totally like irresponsible, like totally just insane. Like when I tell him like I'm upset because X, Y, and Z, and then he'll be like, "Well, I feel like I'm a bad boyfriend now," and I'm like,
Well, I don't think ours is that extreme. It's I just feel like when I tell her, because it happened twice. It's only happened. It's not anything serious. But now, like I said, like now I'm like don't want to do this shit. But I do. But yeah, I just feel like when I tell her that or when I don't say it, this happens all the time. But I told her like, yo, I don't like this, and I feel like I have to come up with a dissertation of why I feel that way, and then defend myself of why I feel that way. You know, I don't like.
When you say this, do you mean a particular thing or the overall? I'm not feeling the relationship.
No.
Oh, just the whatever. It
yeah.
is.
For the
if it was
first
a
time, I was
relationship,
like, damn. I was like, if she's like, no, you're gonna be in this relationship.
you gonna stay.
Nah, not at all.
Okay,
It was just
right.
a particular thing.
Right.
And it's like, well, I feel like I gotta defend why I feel
No,
that way.
you don't. I mean, you could explain it, and maybe if you come up with a solution with her, I don't know what that thing is. Like some things are not a big deal. Like I used to think like men being a slob is a big deal. You could say something to a man once or twice, but if that's just who he is, that's who he is. It's not the end of the fucking rainbow.
You know what? And we're not gonna talk about this much longer. But anyway, initially with
You can talk about it as long as you want. I don't understand.
He's like, I didn't come here for fucking therapy.
Not my situation. But and the
That's
thing
why
is-
you here. Yo. I don't get it.
What just happened?
I know.
Nah, we're talking about time.
But people feel better when they leave our
yeah.
sessions. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
What happened was, and the thing it was that what happened was very minute. It was small, and now it's because we haven't spoke really. It's kind of blew up.
Yeah, you should speak.
Because it gets to fester.
Yeah, so
I could never not speak to him.
So,
I'd go
So
insane.
we're here. We had a conversation. We were talking. I'm like, all right. It seems like you don't want to talk, so I'll talk to you later. And she's like, I'm like, all right, I'll speak to you later. And that was it. And actually, I was supposed to go there after here, and I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. I'll find out via text eventually.
Look, this is the thing. Life is short. None of us are getting any younger. If you feel like there's something there, you got to work it out, make it happen, compromise together. If she's not the compromising type, well, then maybe there's a whole different conversation, you know? And I'm hoping my boyfriend is the compromising type. Like, I basically told him, like, I want my boyfriend back. The dude who I was talking to for the past year, I want him back. Because whoever you've been the past 3 weeks, I don't know and I don't like. Like, and I know it's not necessarily my fault, but like it's just like he's tired and like a lot to do, like what we're talking about today, like work life balancing it. Like for him it's really hard, and I don't know where I fit in that, and I hate feeling like I'm like a job now. Like, oh, I did all this this week, now I gotta spend time with my girlfriend. Like, and that's kind of how I feel. Like, he's not saying that, but that's just like how I feel, like by the tone of his voice. Like, you know, like, and I've kind of like fallen to like the wayside, or like I feel that way. Like, it's not necessarily happening, you know, like in his head he might think everything's hunky-dory, everything's great, I'm just tired, and you know, I'm not going to be as affectionate or like as talkative or whatever. It's not a big deal, and I should understand. But like for me, I just feel like, oh my God, the world's crumbling.
Well, so I gave you the bad, but the good with her, because I work crazy hours. Like my hours, I work 10:45 to 7 a.m. and sometimes I get off at 3 p.m. So 16-hour shifts.
Wait, 10:45 at night?
Yeah,
to 7 a.m.
And then sometimes I get off at 3 p.m. So 16-hour shifts. And in her defense, like she's real good about that. And on my days off, I normally try to get out to see her. But she hasn't bothered me yet. I mean, it comes up, but it hasn't been an issue. So, and yeah, so I gave
It starts to take a toll like the longer you're in the relationship, because my boyfriend, was working 11 to 7, like that, like 10:45. Like he would leave at 9:30 at night and get to work and come home not till like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Not home here, home his house.
Yeah.
You know, and then he would like be awake for a couple hours and go back to sleep. You know, and now his schedule just changed to days, but he still gets up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, leaves at 5:45, and doesn't get home till 4.
Yeah.
So he's exhausted, and I get it, you know, and I feel for him. And, you know, it's not like he's like sitting at a desk like I do all day. You know, he's actually doing labor. So I do get it. Like, I don't want him to think that I don't. I do. But, like, it's just like somewhere in there, like, you have to know that, like, you're a couple of something, you know, and you still have to put some time into the relationship.
Well, mine, like, for example, I can't bring a phone to where I work. So I disappear for at the minimum 8.5, 9 hours.
Right.
And then she lives in Brooklyn. I live in Rockland. So it's not like I could get off and see her for 20 minutes. Like, I honestly don't see her probably on the average every 4 or 5 days. But we speak enough. But in the past 2 days we haven't spoken. So that's another story. But yeah, like I said, in her defense, she's been real good about it. Like, and my days off, like the day, because I get off in the morning at 7. I may or may not see her that day, but the next day I'm like, I make sure I get out to see her.
Right. Does she ever come up to see you?
Where she's coming up tomorrow. Well, she was.
Okay.
But
we shall see.
No, like we've went away. We've done things together. Like I think we make good with the time we do have. Because like I said, it's like we haven't seen each other in 4 or 5 days, so it's almost like starting anew, but not really.
Right.
It's nice when we get together after the 5 days. We try to do something fun or whatever.
And that's the important part. Is like that when you guys get together, it's not like, you know.
Yeah, but I think today's gonna be that first day where we get together and just look at each other and don't say anything.
Nah, don't make it like that.
Especially since you guys don't have enough time with each other. It'd be one thing if you guys saw like each other like every other day or whatever, but like to waste the valuable time that you guys have to just sit there and do nothing.
My gift and the curse is the fact I was single for like 48 years. So then I haven't.
You said 48 years or 4 to 8?
48. I was exaggerating. So I have.
No.
I don't know. I'm just letting it rock.
and she has been too, and I think we both have this thing where I can
take or leave a relationship. Yeah.
And I could cut you off, not speak to you today, and won't speak to you again like we knew we weren't friends.
That's crazy.
That kind of sucks. I mean, it's a gift and a curse. Like I definitely don't want that to happen in this situation. I personally think it's small, but I think the fact that we didn't talk for 2 days, it made it blow up.
I would just squash it. All right. Well, anyway, I'm just saying some things just aren't worth it, but it is a problem balancing your everyday job with love and family and life, and it's a fucking rat race, man. There's only 40 hours in a day. Trump's our president now. He might take some of them away. There's not 40 hours.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
40 hours in a work week.
like you really had me thinking right there. I was like, because I'm not good at math. So I was like, wait. Carry the one. Nah, she's wrong. She's wrong. She'll catch it. She'll catch it, though.
24 hours in a day. 40-hour work week if you're a typical lucky person. Maybe not.
Yeah.
And whatchamacallit, and then it's just everything else.
I mean, I'm sorry, I really can't contribute to this.
That's okay.
to this conversation other than the articles, but yeah, I know that just hearing from your stories, because I know like privately you've spoken a little bit. I mean, that's why you wanted to come on the show to explain your view on this subject, because it is hard, because it's not any one party's fault about the situation that you're in. And it kind of sucks to tell people, all right, well, if you want to be in a career, then just do that. Why would you involve somebody else? Why would you involve somebody to, throw a cog in your machine, But it's like, I want to have a career and stuff like that, but like, I want somebody, why can't I have somebody if I'm going for this thing? But you have to realize too, if you really want to go for that career thing, there will be hurdles.
I'm a firm believer in you make time for what you really want or like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
So-
that too.
And then on the flip side, like if your man is not busy, it's like it's a give and take. If you have a man who has nothing but time on his hand, he's probably broke as shit. And if you have a dude who's constantly busy, then it's because he's hustling, he's grinding. So
Right.
it's like it's a give and take.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, in the defense of my girl, she has been real good. Like we have no issues in regards to that. We see each other. For a couple that lives, she works hard. I mean, she works. She busts her nose too. She works hard. She has a child. Then I work my 16-hour shifts or whatever. But we make time for each other, and she hasn't given me any problem. Excuse me, about my job yet. Because I mean, obviously, I was working. I was doing what I do before I met her.
Right.
Before I met her, so she and I kind of let her know. I put it out there like, listen, I work a lot of hours, whatever. But we both agree. We both had that conversation. Like, yo, I'm a believer that if you put the time aside for things that you want.
So she hasn't complained about the frequency of how long you guys meet.
Nah, and like honestly, like because I work 10:45 to 7, so and usually she's the last person I talk to before I go in. I let her know like, listen, I signed up for overtime tomorrow, so I may do 16. So if I don't call you at 7:05, 7:10, it's because I'm at work.
Right.
Or I'm like, yo, listen, I'm on a stick list. Like I could be mandated for hours. So I may not get off at 7. So I do that. And
Now, like, if you get a break, could you like text her or
ain't
something?
no breaks, and you can't bring your phone in. You can't bring your phone to the facility. So and there's no breaks. So it is what it is. And she's been real good about it. And I call her for 2 reasons. One, because I want to.
Right.
And 2, just to let her know, listen, I'm off. So if you want to call type thing.
Right.
So
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend pretty much, like, he'll text me when he gets off the train, like, I'm off the train, or he'll call me or whatever. Like, I know usually what his schedule is. Like, he told me today he took overtime for the weekend, so he'll work tomorrow morning, and then he'll come back home and sleep for a couple hours, and then go back to work 11 to 7, and then not get off till Sunday morning. But then, of course, when he comes home on Sunday morning, he'll want to sleep. So, like, I only get Saturday and Sunday off. So, like, right there, I kind of feel like my Saturday and Sunday are, like, jacked up. You know, like, as far as I'm not going to be able to spend time with him like that. So, you know, I don't know. And, like, it doesn't happen all the time, but I feel like, you know, when it does happen, like, I try not to take it personal. I know he's just, like, trying to get some extra money and get overtime and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, I really needed this weekend with him. Like, I just wanted to, like, kind of reset and, like, have fun. And he needed to, like, let loose and have fun. And we needed to get back to us being fun. And, like, now I feel like that's kind of, like, dead in the water. You know, before he used to work nights, and I was like, oh, you know, if a day shift ever came, would you take it? And, like, one of the first things he told me when he started working was, you know, I don't like working at nights because, like, when you're dating someone, like, and you're, like, in a relationship, you can't sleep with them at night, and that kind of sucks, you know. And I'm just kind of like, okay, now you're on days, and all right. So I don't know. I sound like I'm bitching, but I'm frustrated.
Nah, and like me, like sometimes when I work every time when I do get off at 7, she's going to work at 8:30. So we'll speak while, like, she'll do the same thing. We'll speak till she gets on the train. We lose service, whatever. She calling back and she's on work, and I go to sleep. But when I go off at 3, I get home, I get something to eat, and I black out.
Right.
So we don't. It'll be a quick text, like, I'm off. How you doing? How's your day? So on and so on. And this is via text. Or
Right.
We may speak, but not go to sleep. And I wake up at 9. I call her. So it's almost a routine, but not really. But like I said, I just do it.
Right. You guys know where you guys meet up
to keep her in the loop or whatever, and that's it. But I don't want her thinking like, yo, there's a possibility he's telling me he's working 16, but he's not. So that's part of the reason why I do it also.
Well, yeah, keep consistency. Something.
Yeah, because it's easy for me to say I'm working, because like I said, I can't bring a phone into the jail.
Right.
She can't call me. So it's easy for me to say, like, well, actually, it's easy for me to say and hard for her to believe. Well, not that she has any reason to not believe me now. But you really have to trust me in order to think or believe that he actually is working.
Right.
So, and that's part of the reason why, like I said, I call her, like, I'm off, I'm going in, but I'm sleeping, so on and so on, just to keep her mind clear. But
well, that's cool. I respect that. But I mean, I guess like she has kids, and I know you said before that you have kids, right?
Yeah, but my kids are.
Your kids are grown.
Yeah,
So like, would you want kids again? More kids?
No.
More kids. More kids.
Nah.
No. So like, I don't have kids, and he doesn't have kids. So that's like something that we talked about before, and
We
it's
spoke
just
about it.
and it's just like, where does that time come in? Like, you know, it's like, damn, if you barely have time to like make your relationship thrive, like, where do you think all this other time comes from?
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, I work 16-hour shifts. Like in the summer, like it was nothing for me to work 16-hour shifts 4 days back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
In a situation like that, and you feel like you're home alone raising a kid. I don't want to be in that situation.
Right.
Like, so that kid conversation did come up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want one. I'm not a spring chicken anymore.
And where was she at with that?
She was on the fence. She would gladly have some.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, at one point, it was like, because I told her in the beginning, I was like, I can't have any kids. Like, I don't want any.
Mm-hmm.
And she was on the fence about it. And I guess she spoke to whoever, because I'm 41, she just turned 40.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, or 39. But anyway, so she kind of, I'm like, yeah, we're both at that age right now where like, now let's enjoy the fruits of our labor. Like, let's travel to them. But she's like, well, I want kids. I'm like, I don't know. But it hasn't been a situation.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna make or break us right now. I don't think it is.
No, I mean, I guess like you gotta see where the relationship goes if you guys start cohabitating or whatever the case is.
Like, honestly, on the 1 to 10, this relationship is probably like a 9.5.
That's awesome.
And granted, it's early.
Look at Martini's face.
Yeah, granted, it's early, but there's a lot I like in her.
Again, why are you gonna call her and apologize so you can go over and see her?
Because I have nothing to apologize about.
Oh, well then.
So
maybe you should be like, look, I don't want to beef about this anymore. Like, how do we resolve it?
I don't do all that. Like I said, I'm used to being single, so.
You just gave this chick a 9, dude.
That's true. You gave the relationship a 9.
9.5.
And I give myself a 10.
Okay.
Oh, God. Here we go.
That's good, but but at
Martini's like, good for you.
yeah, but like at the same time,
You don't get 9.5. That's why I'm sitting here fighting. Because I want this shit to work.
And I know, like you said previously, that you can guillotine this relationship, like no ifs, ands, or buts. But that's a 9.5. That's a 9.5.
What's the title of today's show?
Work-life balance.
I thought my name was like, I thought it had something to do with me because
well, this is your subject, so this is why we speaking.
This is all relevant.
No, I know exactly. No, because
why don't men like to talk? What the fuck?
We didn't ask what the beef was about. We're just saying that you
dying
shouldn't.
to know though, but just an FYI. You don't have to say, but I just want to let the listeners know I am dying to know.
But
and that's the thing. It's something freaking minute, man.
Oh my God, a 9.5, and he's gonna be like, "Hot
I know, right? Yeah, exactly, yo. Like that's not cool, man. You gotta.
And he's balancing his work-life relationship.
Yeah, you gotta fight for it, man. Like, and you're right, because that's true. Because like, a lot of women would not go for
that shit.
That schedule that you have. Because like, yo, this guy's not even taking the time to see me. Oh, that's great. He's calling to tell me that he's gonna work more. So that means I'm gonna see him less.
That's kind of how I feel today.
You know what I'm saying? So, but she's like, nah, we good. Like, you cool. You and I too, daddy.
Because if I wasn't working, it's like I'll be not say I'll be a broke dude, but I mean, you give or take. You got a dude who's home all day playing video games or doing whatever. Odds are he doesn't. You're not bringing much to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You got dudes out there hustling and grinding. And when I'm speaking financially, he could probably be more to the table. And it depends what you're looking for.
Right.
So, but financially, it's like if dude is working, if he's out busting his nose, he has something. He could financially bring something to your table.
Yeah, we're not telling you to stop your grind, but
no, I'm not stopping my grind.
No,
okay.
No. I'm not saying that you should stop your grind, but it's good that she is aware of it and she's still here. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like, so that's really good.
I said the canvas early. I was like,
that's true too. But still, even if you said it early,
and I think
when women can be like, yeah, no problem, and then when it's happening in real time, she's like,
yeah, like when I first met my boyfriend, he told me, he's like, oh, I work nights, and at that time he only had off Thursday and Fridays. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll figure out the way to make it work. And like literally, like the beginning of our relationship took a very long time to like develop because he worked a lot, and like I saw
Same
him
with
like
me.
the first time I saw him, and then I didn't see him for like another 2-3 weeks, and then like not until like 2 months after our relationship did we start to actually see each other every weekend. Like he started to make the effort to like see me every weekend.
I canceled our first 3 dates.
Oh Jesus Christ! And she's
Because of
still,
work?
Well, not necessarily because of work, because the way my schedule fell, and my son had he had games. Like there were one in Maryland, one in Albany, and one somewhere else. So I'm like, yo, I do have the weekend off, but I'm going away to see my son's football game.
Yeah.
So and I felt like yeah, she has to think I'm lying. Like there's no in the world she believes this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So, but and then what happened was I think it was November 11th or 12th. It was. I was gonna go to my son's game. It was in Virginia. I'm like, you know what? I'm dead tired because I went to his last 2 games. I don't feel like driving anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I would have to leave work and get on the road and drive. No, I was driving to North Carolina for his family. It was family day. It was his last game. His last home game as a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna leave work 7 in the morning,
Oh my God.
pick up the rental car, and go to North Carolina. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that. So I had to turn right back around because I had to work Sunday night.
Yeah.
Go there for the game. After the game, take a quick nap, turn around. Like, I'm not doing that. So I called them. Like, listen, I canceled not necessarily I canceled my plans. My plans didn't go through, whatever. So if you want to get up, just get up. Got together. I kind of put a date together, and that shit fell through because it was in the middle of it was the holiday season. We went to Times Square. I don't know why I did that. I feel like it was a rookie move. went to Times Square. Went to go to Bowmar, and it was like it was a 2-hour wait. I'm like, fuck. And then we were gonna go somewhere to eat, and it was like I'm like, yeah, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't care. Like, I'm easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just go ride. I ended up going to Harlem. We had a good time. So it kind of worked out. But yeah, so like our first 2-3 days, I canceled. Do the time. She stuck around.
She's like a 9.8.
Oh, you ranked her up.
I boosted her.
School curve.
Yeah, but I don't know. But right, like,
So why did you think this was an important topic?
why? No, I didn't think it was important. It wasn't my topic. He gave me 3 topics. I'm like, all right.
Whoa.
Like,
I gave you a list.
well, he gave me a list.
And you chose.
I chose this one.
Thank you.
It's relatable. It's relatable.
This is relevant.
Yeah, it's relevant. So it's relevant.
So what articles did you pick up, Martini?
Just one that says just plainly how to balance ambitious career goals.
I don't think
with your
Pisces
love
have
life.
that problem.
Who?
Us Pisces don't have that problem.
What?
Are you a Pisces?
No, I'm a Leo.
Yeah, that's a different species.
Species.
I don't
Jeez.
get into was it?
Horoscopes.
Astrology.
There you go.
Pisces, I think, are like way too giving. Pisces are like, I'll leave work for you.
It's true.
You're Pisces.
What?
You're both Pisces.
Yeah. Why do you think we get along so well?
Oh man.
Pisces like, I'm calling it sick for you, babe. I don't care if it's the last day of midterms.
No, but like I was telling Jennifer, like, yeah, we sometimes get caught in being too generous.
Mm-hmm.
So when we don't get that reciprocated, we get extremely frustrated. But if we're aware of that, then we can curb
Maybe
ourselves.
you can. I can't.
Yeah. No, but like, yeah, I saw some meme where it was like, like nobody can have like, your
The
heart.
same heart that you have.
Yeah, the same heart as you. So like sometimes, you give in your all, and then if you're not getting it back, you're just like, what the hell? How come you don't like love me the same way I love you? And but you have to be aware of that and be like, yo, I can't do that. Not everybody's like me. So I need to calm myself down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the article is how to balance ambitious career goals with your love life, and this author, he is going through this with his girlfriend, and he's like a small time writer, but in the past year he's been getting deals and stuff, so he's been much like you, going like traveling all the time, and he's seeing his girl less and less, and she's saying that it's been kind of stressful for the both of them, but he's making an effort in this the section where he says I used to think of time in business versus my relationship in a one-to-one manner. I desperately struggle to spend equal amounts of time with both, 80 hours of work meant 80 hours with Sarah, his girlfriend. This was a benchmark that I'd set for myself, and I can never hit it. I always felt guilty. I'm sorry?
Hell no, he'll never hit that.
Yeah, it's like I'll never hit it. I always felt guilty. On one hand, I knew that the only way I'd be able to grow my business was to work at it tirelessly. But at the other hand, working at it tirelessly left me with nothing to contribute to the relationship. And as understanding as she is, you can't check out for 2 weeks on work on a big project and expect there to be and expect there not to be any consequences. I always felt like I was catching up with my relationship, and I never felt like she was truly satisfied with my intention, even when I was there. Then I started to play with the formula, and one day it occurred to me. I'd been so stressed about trying to divide my time 50-50, but what if I've gotten the formula all wrong? What if it wasn't about quantity or spending as much time with my girlfriend as I did on my business? What if it was about quality? So over the past 12 months, I haven't had as much physical time to spend on my relationship as I'd like, but what I've realized is that the ratio doesn't have to be 1-to-1 if when you do spend time with someone, you're completely present. Think about it. How many times have you been...
Preach.
All right. So think about it. How many times have you been with someone you care about, but at the same time, you're scrolling endlessly through your Facebook feed, thinking about what you can do tomorrow, half listening to them, talk incessantly about your projects and neglecting to ask them about their day? We're all guilty of it. So try this. Next time you're with your boyfriend, girlfriend, be completely there. Completely. If you worked for 10 hours and you only have 3 hours to give them before you pass out, really give them those 3 hours and be transparent about it. Say, hey, I'm working on a zillion things right now, but I really want to give you my undivided attention for a few hours. Make sure they know that they're getting all of you so that you get credit.
Can you send me this article?
Sure. Then make a genuine effort to show you're serious about your time together. I mean, there's more, but that's pretty much the gist of it.
I totally agree.
I agree.
Like, if we're only spending the weekends together, like, let us be doing something together.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be, like, entwined interacting with you, not, like, watching you sleep or watching you play Candy Crush or whatever.
Right.
I just need you to be present. I need, like, to feel like the things that I'm saying are being heard. Like, it's like my biggest pet peeve. Like, I'll go and, like, give this big dissertation, and then I'm like, do you understand? Or, like, how do you feel about that? And then it's like, cricket. I'm like, yo, I just poured out my fucking entire heart, and nobody's listening.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm like, fuck.
It's almost frustrated. But no, it makes complete sense. And also, too, I think the good thing is, like, you need to have that exchange as opposed to, let's say, sitting down and, like, watching something, because that's not the same. Because, like, both of you guys are concentrating on that thing instead of you guys concentrating on each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying you need to, like, look
No,
into
like,
each other's
sometimes
eyes.
we'll, like watch a
and
movie
stuff.
together, and it's,
no,
like,
yeah.
good because, like, we can kind of, like, talk about it or whatever.
After, yeah.
But, like,
you need to do, like, something. Not
sometimes I feel
something.
like something needs to be done. I mean, there's days where it's just, like, if it's, like, a longer weekend where we actually spend both days together, imagine that. Then, like, you know, it becomes, like, different. Like, then, you know, Saturday we'll run errands or do something fun, and then Sunday, like, we'll do something, like, low-key. But, like, I just feel like that's important to a relationship, and, like...
And you don't need to necessarily, like, wow out, too. Like, Saturday, let's go to Great Adventures or something. Like, yo,
no, thank you.
Just like, no, but, you know, we can chill.
Right.
Like you said, like, low-key, but, like, intimate, you know?
Right.
Yeah, we had a nice low-key weekend plan this weekend.
You go and stop your shit.
I don't know.
But you said it's minute. So the thing has...
No, what happened...
Was minute.
Yeah, but we didn't speak for 2 days, so it blew up.
Right.
You shouldn't have let it get that big.
And I didn't let it get that big.
You shouldn't have let her let it get that big.
I shouldn't let her. Man.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
But I do agree with that, because, like, and I find myself doing that sometimes too. Like, when I get with her, like, I'm just going through my phone for whatever reason, right? And I end up putting my phone down. Like, when we go out to eat, I just try to put my phone away. But I catch myself doing that, and I don't let her know, like, I'll put it away. But and she's on her phone a lot also, but it doesn't bother me so much. I mean, like, she'll literally be in my lap on her phone. I don't care.
Right.
much. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she's in another room on her phone.
Right.
Right.
Like where she's literally in my lap on her phone. We're watching the TV's on and watch. She loves HGTV, DIY, all that bull stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, like our time together is. I have no issues. Our time together is great, and like I said, we see each other every 4 or 5 days, and we make good of it.
Mhm.
We make good of our little 12 hours together per
Mhm.
week, 16 hours, whatever it is. So, but this is the first time in a long time we just came back from, we went away together. We just came, and so this is our first time back, first time together for more than a day.
Mhm.
But like in my job, the divorce rate in my job is 75-78%.
Wow.
Yeah, shit
That-
is serious.
But that sounds about right.
And they tell you this in the beginning. It was like, listen, this job, like if you're married, either let your wife know what's about to go down, or be prepared to get divorced.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And you see it all the time. Like almost every week, you hear about some guy, going through a divorce,
Damn.
That's crazy.
and it's like,
I mean, it's understandable. I mean, it sucks, but it's understandable because of the job.
yeah, these dudes. I mean,
It's very. I don't
a
know.
combination of things. One, you work a lot of hours.
Mhm.
2, it's a stressful job,
Mhm.
and 3, some people bring that stress home with them.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, but like all that combined is it's a recipe for disaster. The time alone is bad. Like I got this guy on my job. He put like 1,500 hours of overtime.
Jesus.
I'm like, dude. He's like, well, my wife doesn't have to pay for anything. I'm like, yeah, and you're not giving her no dick. Like she's getting dick from somebody else. There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world you're dicking down your wife.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And she's not arguing like the same thing. She's not arguing about you being at work so much. No, she don't say nothing. I pay all the bills. That's fine because when you're home, when you're away working 1,500 hours a year,
Overtime.
somebody blowing her back out.
Yeah.
So like that, I'll never do that, man. Like I'll do my hours. And I know, and like I try even prior to my relationship, I always said like it makes no sense to make this money and not be able to enjoy it. It's blood money.
Right.
So like, and then I want to be able to have a life. I'm fairly young. I want to be able to get out and do. Like, he'll cancel a vacation. He'll take his vacation, stay home, but just to come in because when he comes in, it's overtime.
That's crazy.
I'm like, come on, man. When's the last time, like, we worked together one day? I'm like, when's the last time you were away? Hey, bro, I took a vacation 6 years ago. I'm like, 6 years ago and you're married? I'm like, you're out your mind. Like, if you think no one is fucking your wife, like, and I was like, I had to say no disrespect, but it was disrespect anyway.
Yeah.
Like, dude, somebody's fucking your wife.
Yeah,
There's
what'd
no
he
way-
say?
there's no
What
way
does he
in the world.
say?
Like, nobody's fucking. Like, man, whatever.
Is he older?
He's an older guy, older Indian dude, whatever. But I'm like,
Either that or she's miserable.
either or. One
Yeah.
of the-
Either or, it's a bad case.
But I personally think,
Jesus.
I mean, some needs have to be met, and if you're not doing it for me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like back, it's like something has to happen, and somebody's gonna whisper sweet nothings in her ear that you're not doing.
I can give you 3 hours of time.
Yo,
She's like, time?
exactly.
Oh, my God.
And then it's like this. Well, my husband's gone for the next 16 hours, so
Yeah.
take
He
your
won't
time.
be home.
Yeah.
So like, I don't ever think I'll let my job
Overtake your relationship.
in that sense. Yeah.
My job is pretty conducive for a relationship. I work from home. I can pretty much.
Yo, and so
my own thing.
is her. She can work from home. Her job is very and her job is cool like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And she has an option to work from home if she wants. When I told her, I'm like, don't do that because you didn't do that prior to me.
Right.
So don't get into a habit of doing that, and then don't lose productivity because of me, because I'm not gonna lose it because you. Not to shit on her.
Yeah. But
But I'm
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
don't switch up, man. Because if we don't work out, like I don't want you to get the bad habit of being non-productive. And yeah, so it's like, I don't ever want to lose my job for a female. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, like she wants me to bang in. Like, yo, can you just take a day off of me? I'm like, fuck it. If I got it, I know I'm in trouble. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it hasn't got to that point yet. But
Yeah.
well, she hasn't asked me to do it yet, I should say. But
But if she asked you to like take a day off to like go somewhere, I mean, I guess you could do that, right?
Yeah, but isn't it? I'm
go to, like, a
only
wedding
assuming.
or-
Isn't it like super hard to ask for a day off in that type of environment?
It's super hard to ask for a date in a sense because everything is based is seniority based. But you can like, yo, I'm not coming in today, as long as you're not over the threshold of calling out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So right now I'm at that threshold.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
So she knows that. So like if she wants to, like the same thing, I tell her my schedule because my schedule my days off change weekly.
Okay.
So when I do get my schedule, I'm like, oh listen, these are the days I'm off. We're playing something out or whatever, but I'm just letting you know these are the days I'm off. So we're definitely gonna see each other these days.
But it won't change during the week. It'll stay.
It won't
Okay.
change.
All right. So like you guys can like plan ahead or whatever.
Yeah, we're playing 2-3 weeks in advance.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and I really have to give her credit, man. She's been good about that. Like, she's been real good. She's.
I think it's just because you've been so open about it too. Like you're literally giving her your schedule. Like who does that? You know, like sometimes some people be like, "Yo, I mean, I'll be free when I'm free." Or whatever, like, nah, here you go. Here's my schedule. I'm calling you to say I'm working 16 hours or whatever. Like, you're letting her inside. You're letting her know, so she doesn't have to
you can't
worry.
really complain at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I guess you know what I'm saying. But like I said, I mean, I do it for more than for a couple of reasons. You know what I'm saying. So just keep her at ease. Like, nah, this motherfucker is at work.
Yeah, exactly.
So and like when I said, like, get off and let her know I'm off. So you want to talk, you can call me. But she may not call me because she says I don't want to call you because I know you're probably sleeping. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but just text me and I'll call you back later. Like,
yeah, something.
Mm-hmm.
But she's been good about my time. But I mean, I was in a prior relationship, and she had a good job, and I felt like I used to beg for her time, and it was long distance. Like my my current girl, she thinks this is long distance. Like, no, we live in the same state. She was in Brooklyn, I live in Rockland. She's like, Rockland's so far. I'm like, no, it's not. Literally, it's 38 miles door to door, but traffic sucks it up. But my last relationship, I was actually living in Maryland. She was living in New York. And we dated, I think, for 2 years, and she probably came up to see me 4 times. So,
damn.
And I used to come up like every other week, like, cause I'd work Sunday through Thursday, so I'd leave work Thursday night or Friday morning, come see her. And then during the week, and my thing was, listen, we're in a long distance relationship. All we have is us talking. Like, I don't know what you're going through the day or nothing like that. So all we have is us talking. I'm not asking for a 2-hour conversation.
Right.
It was give me 15 minutes of your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to always argue, well, if you can't give me that shit, then you really don't want to be in this. Because like I said, I'm a firm believer that
you make time for what you want to.
You make time for what you want to. So we used to always have the discussion, whatever. And then eventually it got tiring for both parties, and it just ended. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll definitely like, and I hate the fact I keep bringing up my girl, but my current girl, but right now it is as far as the time is concerned and the balance, she makes it kind of easy for me, cause she doesn't beef about me not spending enough time, working too much overtime. So
do you think as the relationship progresses that will change?
What, my hours?
No, I know your hours won't change. Like, I mean, like her like
compliance.
Not her like her like wanting to spend more time with you.
Nah, I don't think as long as I keep doing what I do now and making sure that I have 2 days off or 2.5 days. I give her at least 1 day.
Right.
I think she's fine with that. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, hopefully the plan is, I mean, if we stay together long term, eventually we'll cut that distance in half. We'll cut it down altogether.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because she said it, she's like, eventually this is going to have to stop. Like, because we're too far. Like, she swears we're too far away from each other. I don't think that.
My boyfriend lives 25 minutes from me, and I think he's too far.
I don't think so, man. And I told
her, you know what it is? Like, you may not mind driving because of...
I hate driving.
Okay, so you hate driving. Like I went to go see him like 3 times this week. And it kind of got to the point where it's just like, I don't mind doing it. It's not too far, but I drive all day. So, or I have to drive here and there all day. So it's kind of just like, and I feel like a lot of things would be cut down if we did live together. Like, I feel like, I'd be able to like spend those moments in the morning with him before he goes to work, and when he comes home, be able to like engage with him, so I wouldn't feel so lost.
I mean, there's pros and cons to that. Like, and you gotta look at the silver lining. For me, in my situation, so like I said, I won't see her for 4 or 5 days. So that 5th day, I'm super excited.
Yeah,
want to get together. You know what I'm saying? I'm put on the clean underwear. They're like,
he's not kidding, guys. Don't wear.
No, but I get excited. I wear clean underwear. You're a man, but so no, but you kind of get excited. You know what I'm saying? You get ready for you. Put on your Sunday's best. You kind of get ready to see her, whatever.
Right.
And you hope she does the same. Now, as opposed to seeing now on the flip side, if we did live together right now, you hear the complaints about couples that are together, live together. How prior to us living together, we had sex 14 times a day.
Yeah.
Now only get it on holidays. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not saying that's gonna happen with her.
Yeah.
But you know that's the norm. That's what you hear. So that's the flip side of it. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't know. I think it depends. Like what you put into it is what you get out of it.
and like she says like the negative part. She always brings it up. She's like I just can't come. I just can't. She said what you said. Like I want to come home from work sometimes and just go see you before you leave for work. Like yo, I'll be sleeping. So, like, I know I just want to see you. I'm like I understand that, but like right now I'm taking a positive out of the fact that we don't see each other every day. But eventually it's gonna come. It's two things: either we're gonna break up because of it, or we're gonna cut the distance in half, or cut it down completely. So. But I don't see us breaking up because of it. But this current argument, fuck is gonna happen.
Do you? I mean, this is a stupid question, but do you sleep over or you just you go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you just like go and then like spend the time and then you peace out.
No,
Okay.
She doesn't come to Rockland.
she does.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, but I go much more than she comes, and it's because I don't know if it's some Haitian shit or some man shit. I'm like, I'd rather come to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather do the drive and this and that. I don't think she always like, well, I'll take, because she works right next to Grand Central. It's like, well, I'll just hop on a bus. And I'm like, I don't want you doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, I got the car. I'll come see you, whatever. I'll do with the traffic.
I think it's a man thing.
Yeah.
Because
so,
I would usually do the same thing. Just like see
Well, you're
see
Haitian
you
too,
more.
so that's not really a good judgment.
No,
then,
but I'm so not Asian. But
but she was like, but I want to be in your world. But I'm like, I ain't like you are in my world. That was good. Right? But nah. So it's like I don't. She's always saying like like, nah, don't worry about it. Like I'll come to you. Like but she has no issue coming to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Well, do you have your own place?
My own? No, I live with two. I live in two addresses. I live with me and my nephew got a spot, and then when I work up north, I stay there.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's a nut. Like, dude, honestly, if I was in her shoes, I'm like, this motherfucker has two families. Because like, yo, I canceled our first 3 dates. I allegedly, you know what I'm saying, like, well, he allegedly resides in two addresses. Like, yo, like, what are you hiding? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yo, she trusts me, so I give her that. And like, yo, he works 16 hours. She goes, who the fuck does that? You know what I'm saying? She doesn't.
what the
like,
fuck does that?
She doesn't. Yo, that's never been an issue. Like, and I commend her for that, man. I guess I've never given a reason to not trust me.
Right.
So, but yeah, like, damn, like she has to be scratching her head sometimes. Like, I don't believe this motherfucker. She has to, man. But
Maybe she's just like you. Maybe she's just like, I care for him. I like him, and I gotta trust him. And if he fucks up, then I just go.
Yeah, I mean, she had like me, like we said, we both been single. Our stories are similar in a sense, as far like we both been single for a long time. Both are divorced or whatever it is. Same age. So
Is her child older or
15?
Okay. Does she live here? Live with?
No,
her?
yeah, she lives in Brooklyn with her. So I guess we kind of have the same story, and it also sucks because she's not gonna admit it, but I think she's stubborn. She's stuck in her ways, and I'm stuck in my ways, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm not calling her right now. But nah, that's me, man. That's for being single for so long. It's like
I don't have to deal with
I've
this.
been single so long. I'm happy in my space. Like you gotta be fucking awesome,
Right.
to chill in my space and not fuck it up.
Would you say this person would have to be a 9?
Or a 9.8?
No, like yo, dude, I'm not denying that fact. I like her a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not denying that fact.
No, it's true. Every time he talks about, the few times that he has talked to her about me, I'm always surprised. I'm like, whoa, like who is this person? Because why are you talking this way? Because I know how you are.
So I'm not denying that fact. She's good right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so in essence, my what is it again? The balance between life and work
Yeah, work-life balance.
hasn't been an issue with us.
That's good.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? And it can be. Like I said, my job, the divorce rate is 75-78%. And I don't, like, if me and her would be married today, I don't see us getting divorced because of my job.
Nah, I can't.
Yeah, so
Oh, you wouldn't see it.
not because of my job.
I don't believe in
Oh, wow.
divorce.
Maybe it's because of some next shit.
Right. But not because of the job? Oh,
Nah.
shoot. Okay.
Because we don't.
Because the job is against you.
Job is very much against relationships in general.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, we've been good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been an issue whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what sucks too, man? I'm kind of going off top. Like, I bought flowers and some chocolate for her. Like, oh, I'm gonna see you and surprise with this. And then I called her and I got an attitude. Like,
Just eat one of the chocolates.
Put the chocolate in the refrigerator, man. You good? It's still good.
kind of tight behind that shit. Because now, if I see it now and I give her the flowers, it's gonna be like, you just doing this to butter me up. Like, I actually got this shit before we even spoke. When I knew you had an attitude, I'm just getting this to you because I thought about you.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to give it to her.
Well, just tell her, and the podcast is proof.
That's true.
That,
Very true.
That you bought them before.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't understand you, men.
Yeah, and like, yo, and I bought her because she said she wanted a denim skirt. I don't know how this ended up on Randy, but obviously it's the Randy show today. So, like, she wanted a denim skirt. Yo, like, I'm like that. I'm like, because I see something like, yo, she would look good in this. So I saw it and I sent her a screenshot. Like, you like this? Like, yeah. So I went to look for it. I went to the Polar Outlet because I stay in the Polar Outlet. And I saw something for her.
Did you ask for her size or you already knew it?
Well, we had a conversation about sizes earlier.
Okay.
So, and I didn't get the one from Polo because they didn't have her size. Well, I think it would have fit her, but so anyway. Long story short, I got her now.
Polo's cut for Asian chicks. I don't know if this chick's Asian, but I don't think she is.
She's Trinidadian, Trini. But so now I currently got something being shipped out today. So now, say for example, we don't talk. Say for example, we break up today. Then she gets that shit Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's like,
and then she's gonna call you, like, oh, I'm so sorry, Randy.
Well, she like, this motherfucker trying to buy you back. Nah, not her. She won't do that shit.
No.
She not like that. She's not your typical girly girl. She's different.
Nah. Well.
Yeah, she's not a girly girl type. She don't wear
No,
heels.
she won't think that you're buttering up because unless you did like overnight packaging or whatever.
I don't know how she would know that. She just knows I got to deliver it to her.
No, it would say.
It would say order date and stuff.
It would say overnight on the thing.
I wouldn't worry about that. If it's a minor thing,
that's just me.
It's a minor thing, and then at some point you got to decide.
I mean, I'm gonna call her when I get out when I get back in the car and see what happens, and I'll let you know. I'll call back into the show like, yo, I'm going
home. Yeah, call the show, and we'll put this at the end tag on this episode, so everybody knows what happened.
What did Randy do that night?
Like,
yo, man.
Stop going home. Go to fucking Brooklyn.
Yo, I just ate all the chocolate, son. That shit was mad good. For real. Oh man, that's funny. All right, so you're still working on your your work-life balance is great. The relationship is
good also. But
okay.
We're currently in. Well, not even. I won't call it a rough patch, but right now I want to say
it's a hiccup. It's a hiccup.
Yeah.
Okay. Jennifer, your work-life balance is how's that?
My personal work-life balance is fine. Like, I have a lot of time to do. I have 2 jobs, and I still have time to make time for my man and everything else.
So it's more just the It's more the relationship
it's just more
part.
like, he makes time for me. It's just like the time that we do spend together, he's kind of tired, and I feel bad. Like, I know he's tired, and I know he's like kind of like in his head about it, and I'm just kind of like, just be here and be okay.
Be completely present.
Be completely present, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because I look forward to our time together. I do. Like, I
course.
get really excited to see him and stuff like that. So, and just lately, because I don't know what kind of mood he's going to be in because he's tired. Like, I don't feel as excited, and I don't like that. Like, I don't.
How many days a week do you see him?
A lot more than one, Randy. Yeah.
Yo, so what's the issue?
The issue is that we've been together for like a year now, and that the days that I do see him, there's times that, like, I just feel like he's not there. It's not like he's...
In a 7-day week, you see him about 3 days?
This week, I've probably seen him more. This week, I've probably seen him almost every day.
So what are you trying to get at, Randy?
I don't see the issue.
The issue is that the time that we are together,
So it's like that every time.
most days, yeah. I've already kind of made this decision in my head that I don't want to see him after work anymore. Like, I was trying
So
to
what
go
are your
over there
options?
and eat dinner, see him on Saturday when he gets out of work after he takes a nap, and then see him Sunday. But then Sunday, I'm like wrapping up early because I got to get to work the next day. But he doesn't have work on Monday. But Monday, he goes home and does his own thing. So usually he'll spend the night Friday night, and then he leaves at like 5 o'clock in the morning for work.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll get back here at like 4 o'clock the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But when he gets back here, obviously he's exhausted.
Yeah.
So the rest of Saturday is kind of like, like just sitting around, kind of like deciding on what to do with life. You know, we don't really have anything planned. And then Sunday, when he wakes up, you know, it's like, oh, we have to go food shopping. We got to go run and do errands. We got to do this. So, like, I just kind of feel like there's been no, like, quality time. And then if I sit there and say, like I just want to, like, be. Like, why can't we just lay in bed and watch movies one night? Like, one day. Like, what's wrong with that? You know, he'll just, like, pass out. Because he's tired. And I feel bad for being mad that he's tired. But,
Yeah, I
like...
was about to say. Yeah,
No, but it's just like, when do I get...
But you have 3 or 4 days with him.
Yeah,
a
but
week.
it's 3 or 4 days of, like... I don't want to say babysitting. That sounds shitty.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's not that. Not babysitting. It's just
Does
like...
he listen to this?
No, wait. Like, it's 3 or 4 days of just, like...
Stress and frustration.
Waiting for something more.
I don't know, man. You might need to talk to my girl because she does a great job.
I might need to. Maybe I don't know. But
So,
we're also like a year deep at this point. Like in the beginning, it was like I was grateful for what he could give me. Like now that we're like progressing along, it's kind of like whoa.
But
And we've talked about moving in together and stuff like that. And I feel like that would remedy a lot of it.
No, I don't think so because he'll still be tired.
I know, but at least I wouldn't be like. I don't like the feeling that like I feel like he's here because he feels like he has to be.
But
And when you don't give me like your full attention, that's what I feel.
But no, but that's the same way. That's the same reason why I go see because I have to because I haven't seen him in 5 days. So it's only right I go see him now.
Right,
So
but
with
it's
you-
also because you want to.
Yeah, because I want to. So he probably wants to also, but he's tired because he can honestly go home and go to sleep.
Right,
But he came here because he wanted to.
right,
Whether he had to or wanted to, but he's here.
right.
So you gotta,
So I just gotta go to sleep with him when he's here.
or applaud that man's effort.
I do
You know?
applaud. Listen, I don't want it to get twisted. I appreciate every moment he takes to get in his car and come here, and every moment he sits around with me and does whatever and talks to me. And I appreciate all the times that we actually get to like interact and laugh and stuff together. It's just like lately, I guess because the schedule changed, and like he's kind of just adjusting to it, and like I was already like in his old schedule. Like we figured out our groove in the old schedule, and we haven't figured out our new groove. It's only been 3 weeks, so we haven't
give it time.
we
man.
haven't figured out the
Figure it
groove
out.
in this schedule. And I guess like we both kind of thought it was gonna be better because he's working days, and you have the whole rest of the day to like spend together. And I was
So
like,
he
oh,
goes, what time? He goes in at what time?
he leaves his house like 5:30.
And he gets
AM.
back at like 4.
Yeah,
So then what time does he normally go to bed?
he goes to bed like 9:30, 10 latest.
What time are you home?
I'm home
When he gets home?
all day. No, if I go to
Oh,
his
you work
house,
from home. You work from
I
home.
work from home. So like I have another job, but I usually get home like around 7 or 6:37.
So then you guys have 2.5 hours. Well,
We talk on the
more than
phone.
that, because then you guys see each other 3-4 days out the week.
If I go there, I'll go there and like the other day I went there, he cooked dinner and then he ate and then he was like falling asleep on the couch.
See, I might be biased. I'm thinking, like, get him in a chance.
I'm giving him a chance. No, I'm not gonna like throw the relationship
No, I
away
know
because
that,
of
know
it. I
that,
mean,
but don't keep bringing it up to him because eventually he's gonna make a listen. This is my job. This is what it is.
and it's not even that. It's just that like, I think it's just the schedule change. I feel like since the schedule's changed, he's still adjusting to it because he's used to being asleep during the day, and now he's awake and he's like doing physical activity.
Yeah, it sucks.
And he's been going to
and
the gym and stuff like
it
that.
takes a toll
So
on your body too, man.
right, like today he was telling me like his legs hurt and stuff like that, and like I feel, but that's the other thing. Like I feel bad. Like I feel bad because like I see my man who I love, and he's like miserable more or less. And because he's just tired, and because it's a change, and because he's adjusting, because he's achy. And like as a woman, I feel helpless. Like I can't do anything for you. One, I can't do anything because I'm here. And like even if I was there, I can't do anything. Like I just don't, I feel like empty-handed. And then like when we are together, I just feel like there's never a calm time. Like he's always kind of coming off of work mode, you know? So I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head. I have no idea. Like we do have a vacation plan, so I'm hoping that that's the first time we'll be like away together, and we can have some time to reset and enjoy each other's time and company. So I'm looking forward to that. But
that's a big test.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. Like, it's not. I don't think it's gonna break us. I just think it can. I don't deny it, but I just think that like the article said, like when you are present, whatever that time may be, and I'm not saying he has to be giving me 100% every single time we see each other, but like give me 100% for the times that we see each other, at least for like 20% of the time.
I hear you.
That's all.
And have you voiced this to him?
Yeah, but he takes it the wrong way.
How are you saying it?
Like that I miss spending time with him. I miss just being playful with him. I miss like just playing around and like joking, and you know, and that like I feel like he's been in a funk and it's like rubbing off on me. And then he's just like, I've been a bad boyfriend. I'm like, no, you're a great boyfriend. You're just tired, and I get it, but
I'm laughing. I'm just picturing him saying that with his head down and walking away.
No, you know, but like then he like kind of just takes like, oh, like I do nothing right, and you bitch at me every day for it, and I don't want him to feel like that either.
I can see that. I can see why he's saying that. I don't think he means it, but like, damn, I can't do shit right.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want him to feel that way either. Like I'm voicing my frustrations. Are you voicing
your frustration every day?
I try not to.
she's doing it every day.
No, but it's just like I try to communicate with him to let him know how I feel, because I know how I am. Because after a while, I shut down, and then there's really no going back. Like that's why me and my ex broke up.
So you just told me to fight for mine. So you might want to, and fighting for yours, maybe you fighting different. You may
but I put in a fight for a long time.
You may have to change your approach.
Maybe, I would definitely change my approach. I try to like change my approach so that like it doesn't seem so like demanding.
Yeah, that's
like today I tried to be like more playful about it.
Nah, you can't even bring it up because it's still. I mean, you're bringing it up.
Right. So I guess I hear you.
Yeah, it's like.
It's eating at me, Randy.
I know. I can tell. I'm glad it's eating at you now because now it's your show. So, but you really. I understand where you're coming from, because like I said, I went through that situation with my last, and but this is different because you guys are closer. You see him 2-3 times a day. I mean, a week. Mm-hmm. I think you gotta give him that much. Like, all right, you are making an effort and see me, and you gotta slowly chop it down, man. You gotta beat a battle. You gotta. What's I'm looking for?
Pick your battles.
Not pick your battles, but just how do I? You gotta be something just take one thing and like so now he sees you every day. That's one. All right, boom, you got that out the way. Mm-hmm. Now when he's so 2 out of 3 days. Well, 2 out of 3 days he went to sleep. So one day he stayed up with you. Boom, like slowly but surely, like kind of like break it down, chop it down. And you'll get him to where you want. But I think if you keep nagging him, you're just gonna make him resent the shit. Like, yo, I'm fucking coming here, I'm spending time with you. I may be falling asleep. Fuck it, I'm here. I could be somewhere else.
Asleep in his bed.
Exactly.
Right. I get it. I hear you. I guess like I gotta let it not get to me as much because I just know how I am. Like that's kind of what happened in my last relationship. Like things used to bother me. I used to say this bothers me, and then he was kind of like the same way I did. Like he didn't want to talk about it anymore. He's like, I'm done talking about it. Mm-hmm. Like, well, if you're done talking about it, I guess we done talking. There ain't nothing else to talk about. Then it just got to the point where one day he was just like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. I said, I don't know if I can either.
Said that? Mm-hmm. Oh shit! They opened that one.
No, the ex.
The ex.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about one way right here.
No.
The ex.
No, but truth be told, like, he tells me he doesn't like conflict.
Yo, and go ahead. This is your show.
No. It's okay. Like, he tells
You can
me,
go in too, yeah. If you have something to say.
tells me
No,
he
we
does-
on me for the past half hour.
he tells me he doesn't like conflict, and I understand that. But, like, the things that I'm, like, approaching to him, like, I don't feel like that's conflict. I feel like I'm airing a grievance, and I'm telling you for the sake of our relationship. Because if I didn't tell you, I would just go fuck next dude and be like, everything's cool. So I'm telling you because I want us to fix it, not for you to fix it. It's not just on you; it's on us. So if we can fix it together, cool.
So
Let's talk about
part
it.
of you fixing together is not. I don't want to use the word nag. A part of you guys fixing together.
Don't bring it up so much.
Exactly.
Right.
And then he has to. You guys have to meet in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he may have to bite the bullet and lose some sleep one day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have to meet in the middle. Don't nag him so much that he has to make a better effort at coming over here, staying up, or when he is with you, to give you his undivided attention,
Right.
so to speak, as much as he can.
One would hope.
I don't know, son. Shit kind of sucks. But so update. So I've been speaking to
Your person, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm obviously going. I didn't put up a fight. Fucking whack.
That's because this talk therapy helped.
I know.
No, I was supposed to put up a fight. I'm still gonna get in the car and put up a fight because that's what I do.
So you're gonna go, this ain't done. I'm still coming over, but
So listen, yeah, I can't I can't let him win. So I'm going over.
not
Good.
win.
Huh?
Make your point.
Whatever. It's all semantics, brother. It's a play on words. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going out there.
Yes.
Yay, we didn't have to wait for the voicemail. Woo! That's awesome.
No, you still wait for it.
Oh.
Oh, God. Keep going.
Yo,
I'm
I'm
gonna
coming around, son.
I'm gonna get in a car and I'm gonna call and just cause a havoc for no reason.
Oh, God.
So was there any other articles, Martini?
No, that's it.
I actually don't have a meme of the day. Sorry. I didn't even think about it.
That's fine. I mean, I knew that between the two of you, we'd have a lot of material, so it's completely fine. But yeah, thank you for listening to the Jennifer and Randy show.
Yeah.
So yeah, how is your work-life balance out there, internet people? Are you doing well, or is it in shambles? What do you have any advice for Jennifer or Randy? You can hit us up at bedlovebeyond@gmail.com.
I got advice for Jennifer, and I'm gonna give her my girl's number.
Oh,
Yeah, tell her to call me.
Like, yo, we need to call the girl. She's about to spaz out on this dude.
you can hit us up on our website, www.bedlovebeyond.com, so you can see more articles like the one that I've read. And you can call and text, just like Randy, at 201-862-8-BED. That is 201-862-8233. You can hit us up on Facebook.com at facebook.com/bedlovebeyond. And you can follow us on all social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube at bedlovebeyond.com. And also, we are 2 weeks away.
Yes.
2 weeks away from the contest that we, our amateur podcast contest. So please go to monkeysfightingrobots.com and please vote for us. And also, please, the winner of the contest will be announced during
Super Bowl via Twitter.
Super Bowl halftime show via Twitter. So please go to monkeysfightingrobots.com and vote for us. That'd be awesome. And thank you, Randy, for spilling your guts. And
never again.
and thank you, Jennifer, for being awesome. All right, and
Thank you for co-hosting and all your amusing faces during this.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Have fun, Randy.
You do the same.